What are the requirements for service dog identification while traveling? Are you planning a trip with your service dog and wondering what identification is needed? Let's break down the requirements to help you travel smoothly. When traveling, especially by air, there are specific rules to follow regarding service dog identification and documentation. First, it is essential to understand what a service dog is. A service dog is a dog that has been individually trained to perform tasks for a person with a disability. This can include physical, sensory, psychiatric, intellectual, or other mental disabilities. However, emotional support animals or comfort animals do not qualify as service dogs under most airline policies. They usually must travel as pets, which means different fees and regulations apply. Now, let's talk about documentation. Airlines requiring you to complete the Department of Transportation Service Animal Air Travel Form. This form must be submitted at least 48 hours before your flight. If your booking is within 48 hours, you can present the form at the gate. The form includes certifications that your dog is trained to assist with your disability and behaves properly in public. You also need to confirm your dog's vaccination status on the form, including your veterinarian's name and contact information. However, a veterinarian's signature is not required. Next, let's discuss the physical and behavioral requirements for your service dog. Your dog must be fully trained and well-behaved in public. It should fit within your foot space on the aircraft and not block aisles or other passengers. If your dog shows aggressive or disruptive behavior, airlines can deny transport. Additionally, airlines may refuse transport if your dog poses a safety risk or is too large for the cabin. It is also important to note that only dogs are recognized as service animals for air travel under United States regulations. Other species may be accepted at the airline's discretion but are not required to be accommodated. Some airlines may ask for additional forms for flights lasting 8 hours or more, such as a relief attestation form. Airline staff are trained to ask specific questions to verify your service dog's legitimacy. However, they cannot requiring additional documentation beyond the Department of Transportation form and proof of vaccination. Service dogs in training typically do not qualify for service animal travel status and must travel as pets. For families traveling with service dogs, here are some practical tips. Submit all required forms well in advance to avoid last-minute issues. Keep copies of vaccination records and the Department of Transportation from handy during your travels. Prepare your service dog to remain as calm and controlled in busy places like airports. Always check with your airline for any specific additional requirements or policies. Lastly, be aware that some countries may have their own health or import restrictions that could affect your service dog's travel. By following these guidelines, you can navigate airline policies more easily and ensure your service dog is properly identified and accepted during your journey.